quand même rebelles, révoltés, voire révolutionnaires, et donc des gens qui parfois sont très engagés dans la vie locale, y compris politiquement. C'est très calme. Les oiseaux, les enfants, etc. Ça fait partie aussi du charme.
So I feel like winter is such a time of hibernation for me. I don't know whether it's the cold weather, the fact that my body can't handle the cold, or that it's cold and all I want to do is take 2-hour showers, cuddle in bed and watch Netflix. But I just really tend to feel the need to want to retreat, just a lot in general, but especially in the winter. And lately I've been also thinking about mental retreation, mental hibernation, and how I sort of want to do things differently with a sort of new gained understanding of the world. And one thing that I've been starting to realize is that I can heal my own relationship with myself and my trauma and my social anxiety behaviors by actually embracing times of solitude and hibernation. One, I'm learning that the world only truly exists in my own mind. Just as a fish only knows the water it swims in, man only knows the world through his own mind. And so oftentimes I get mad at myself for, being a really sensitive, overly emotional person. And I'm starting to understand that all of those reactions and all of that sensitivity is just a greater product of my conditioning. And instead of brushing it off and being like super stoic, red-pilled, alpha male type thing, I'm learning to honor my own sensitivity and see it as a gift and see it as sacred. And in winter, and I think in all times, I think it's important that part of self-regulation is letting ourselves feel all of that. Like, if I want to cry, I cry and I let it all out. And I write the most horrible and awful things about what I believe about the world and myself, and I let myself feel everything and I validate that. But as I feel and validate that, it is not from a place of self-pity and to feel sad for the sake of being sad, but in a sense of feeling to understand, if that makes sense. I want to understand why I'm feeling this way, so I react in every way that I can. But when I'm done, I sit. Hi, I just wanted to record this just to really show my first, not so great day here in Paris, and to talk about the ups and downs of the study abroad, life abroad experience. And also because I really like my outfit today. Like, it's giving effortless, it's giving boho, it's giving one with nature. I just had to put this on camera. Like, I was like, I'm not letting this outfit go to waste. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about like language acquisition and just having a hard time really getting used to a new language and feeling like a fish out of water, and getting really frustrated with yourself and just where you're at. I think, like all things in life, language learning is a journey, and its relationship with everyone is so different. The way each individual person acquires a language is really specific to them, but I definitely think that there are certain like cornerstones and key points. For context, I am about at a B1 level, so it's not like I don't speak French at all or I can't understand it, but I'm definitely at the point in my language journey where I mostly understand and it's hard for me to speak, and a lot of that these days have just been coming from self-consciousness and inner frustration. I'm not always the most extroverted person, and sometimes I have a hard time opening up to people and trusting people, even in English. And so usually, like, if I'm like really comfortable with like someone or like my friends, like I'll like sometimes not want to talk to new people, or like, but even then there is a certain comfort there, operating in your mother tongue or your native language. But I think in another language it's so hard, and I feel like all of those anxieties and inner turmoil just come up tenfold. And so not only am I afraid of generally being judged for maybe my ideas or who I am as a person, but I also feel like I could be judged for having an accent and not speaking perfectly and making grammatical mistakes. And to be fair, I will acknowledge that there is such a thing as accent privilege and passport privileges, especially as a foreigner, and having a North American accent and being from another Western country, or being an American specifically, definitely allows me to have a certain sort of social mobility and better treatment, maybe compared to people of other nationalities. And so I definitely like acknowledge my privilege with that, but I definitely think that sort of I still feel like really uncomfortable sometimes, and it just like makes me sad because there's so many really cool, amazing people that I want to connect with and talk to and make friends with, and I feel like I can't really express myself and express all my ideas and be clear and to really convey, emotion and feeling. And I feel like I'm also just not thinking fast enough. Like, I'm smiling now, but on the inside, I'm exhausted. I'm crying. Language fatigue is real. Normal fatigue is also real. And, like, Shawty's crying in the club right now. I play my favorite internet song that I like to play when I'm really sad. It's called It Gets Better. It goes, it's something wrong, 'cause you feel all the love. That's me right now. That's the ish I've been playing. So, I'm just really trying to hone down my practice of making sure that I am internally strong. And I did want to do this, and it's not like I didn't know that there would be a lot of just difficulties, operating in a new language and living somewhere that doesn't speak my mother tongue. And in some ways I was really excited to just see the way that I will be able to cope with this, because it is really a testament to how much I have grown as a person. Because now, in order to feel less self-conscious when I'm speaking another language, I think part of what needs to happen for me is that I have to let go in general to those anxieties of being perceived and judged that I have despite the language. And that's just been a really long journey for me, and it's something that I'm actually kind of excited to overcome. And so I'm just excited to see how grounded I can be and how much I can endure. But as of right now, I just really need a break, and I'm feeling really tired and really self-conscious and really judged. And so I'm just gonna try to take things slow for a bit and not be too hard on myself if I just want to listen and learn and not really express myself and speak.
la Sorbonne. Saint-Louis a créé une nouvelle monnaie. Saint-Louis, c'est celui qui a acheté la couronne d'épines du Christ.
Le street art en mosaïque, il y en a partout.
I also started off by getting shampoo today on my way back because I really need to wash my hair and take out my rope twists, and the reason why is for many reasons. One, because I want my hair to be curly when it comes out, and so I was recently told by my loctician that you should wash your hair again if you are unsure that your hair will curl if you put it in rope twist, and then take out your locks like 2 days later, then maybe it'll curl. So I've always really wanted like wavy curly locks, and it never works. I don't know why, and my hair is just really hard to curl in general. Maybe it's just the thickness or the porosity or the fact that some of it is extension, and so I'm just like manifesting this look, because wouldn't that be like it would be slick. Wouldn't it be cute? It'd be cute. So I went and got some conditioner and shampoo. So I got this, and I used this brand for castor oil back in the States, but I've never used their shampoo and conditioner because I got the matcha satin conditioner. So I know it's a protein treatment for the conditioner, and I just want something really restorative because I know this is TMI, but I always wash my own hair with a really strong anti-dandruff shampoo because locks collect like dandruff and stuff really quickly, and so I really want my hair to be like super clean, have like anything it can to not attract like dandruff or like flyaways or those things. Like, so it's very drying, and I just feel like my hair can be a bit sensitive, and so it kind of needs all of the restorative types of treatments after that. I usually like to have the talking parts of my videos with lots of natural sunlight and things like that, and I really thought that this morning I would be able to do that because I'm like, well, I'm not sleeping, so I was like, I might as well just, you know, do some editing and do some work, and I was like, maybe I could like, you know, have like a nice little intro or like a nice little piece for my video. But it is currently 7 a.m. and pitch black still. The sun rises at 8:40 a.m. and it's winter. What? Can a meteorologist, astronomer, astrophysicist explain that? Anyway, I should be like glowing in the sunlight right now. But no, pitch black. How am I gonna do this shit? Like... Okay, here is the finished look. It's giving intellectual. I told you it would look good. When it all comes together, it was looking rough and too finish this off, we have this $8 perfume from Monoprix. I need to stop saying dollar. And then wearing the long skirt and jacket, which you'll see. So I also want to emphasize that an important part of self-regulation for me these days has been really embracing the idea of radical love. And for me, after I sit and I feel all my feelings, I actively let myself understand that I'm truly reacting as a product of my own conditioning from trauma and the weight of the world, and I need to really give myself empathy and understand that at the end of the day, I am doing the best that I can, and all of the ways that I feel have nothing to do with who I am as a person. I have inherent value, and my reactions are valid. And I also want to add that part of my greatest missions in life is learning how to take things less personally from other people. Not to say that people shouldn't be held accountable, but I tend to feel really sensitive based on the ways others react or the way that I feel like they're reacting to me. And part of that radical empathy for yourself also makes it easier to understand and have empathy for other people, and understand that when people react a certain way or behave a certain way to me and I feel like it is unnecessary or cruel or hurtful, they're also just trying to survive in a world and reacting to the way that the world has hurt them and wounded them in their own way. And that sensitivity is just manifesting differently in them than it is for you. And I also want to add that part of self-regulation too is taking myself on dates and getting to know myself apart from sort of the social world, and learning to be confident in my own interests and my own behaviors. In museums and on long walks, I really like to take my time and observe and listen to music and make little jokes to myself and laugh out loud and just sort of be a weirdo, and I'm learning to accept that too. I hope that this video finds you well, and I hope that you are able to give yourself more love in these winter